beautiful people of the uni? My name is Rachel. Welcome back to my channel. This is my boyfriend, Andre.
Hi, everybody.
This week, I decided to not do a vlog this week, and instead, I wanted to bring back something that's really and truly deep in my heart, something that I'm passionate about, and it's giving advice because I'm not a professional, nor am I anyone special, but I do feel like I've gone through things, and it's easier to basically get yourself through things if someone has been through a similar situation, which is why I feel like I should at least share some of the things that I've gone through and try to give you my take on how I've dealt with those things. So if anyone is ever going through similar situations like me, you guys at least have a friend, me, here to help you out. So as you guys can tell by the title of this video, we're going to be talking about relationship advice. We have been dating for how long?
It'll be 3 years this September.
Okay, I was kind of tricking him, but he found out my trick.
It's not really a trick if you're just asking for facts.
So Andre asked me to be his girlfriend actually 2 weeks before September 15th, but I told him no because he was ugly.
What?
I'm just kidding. So, first things first, what do you have to add, sir?
Arguments are a natural part of the process.
Arguments are a supernatural part of the process, I should say.
You can't expect to go through life with like any significant other, whether it be girlfriend, wife, family member, and not have arguments. People get passionate about stuff they believe in or viewpoints that they have, and whether it's coming from a good place, like I really want to help you, but you might not be understanding, so I'm going to really try and enforce this and make sure you get it. You're kind of encroaching on someone else's space or their beliefs and their ideologies. And not everything, you guys don't have to agree on everything, but you guys have to try to understand where you guys are coming from.
My take on that is we had a huge argument before about our future and about us being able to christen our kids. Andre thinks it's very Catholic, and it is a very Catholic tradition. It's just I was christened, so I'd want my future kids to be christened. But we have come to a compromise, and I won. I'm just kidding. I did it. We're not going to have a christening, but I think the other thing about just with arguments and things like that is learning how to compromise. So that would be like our second thing. Like, you have to learn how to give and take. Relationships is not always going to be about the other person or yourself. It's literally about how you guys fit together and how you can work towards your future. That's just how I personally feel. Like, there's a lot of times in our relationship where Andre honestly compromises more than I do. And he will tell you that it's literally like my way or the highway. But big things, like I know if it's something that's really important to him, I do have to understand, like, it's not just about me. Like, I'm not the one who's dating myself. I'm dating this incredibly handsome man, and it's
the turtle wax, guys. Turtle wax.
And it's not always going to be about me, so I also have to think in account of his feelings as well. And there's, in some way, shape, or form, there's always going to be some type of happy medium. So at least as you guys find that happy medium and you guys are essentially comfortable in your decision, even though it's not everything that you want, I think that's another important thing. Compromise, compromise, compromise.
Point number two. Actually, I'm
Three.
for this.
2 was
Point number
compromise.
3. We're going to compromise on that. Point number 2, no, I'm just kidding. Point number 3, actually, I have a book for it. Be right back.
You have a book?
But when I got into a really successful relationship and a really committed relationship like the one I'm in now, my mom gave me this book. And it's about love languages. It's really about finding the best way to communicate how you feel to your significant other. And the biggest thing about the book that I thought was interesting is the fact that you can't fill someone else's love tank with the way that you want to be loved, because that's not the way they want to be loved. So if, let's say, if I like words of affection, but she likes quality time, she's never going to feel loved with me saying I love you all the time. I had previous relationships where I had, like I said, I had gotten cheated on and really, really screwed over it. And emotionally, it kind of made me a little bit jaded, a little more cold than I should have been. And I brought that into the relationship, which brings us to our next point.
Communication.
Yes.
Okay, that's where I was going. Our fourth point, communication. And I guess you can put communication in, like...
Everything's all interconnected.
Yeah. So one thing I want to get off, because this is going to be really, really quick before we get into communication. This is like a part of communication. Is after fights, always make up with that person. Like, no matter what. Andre's thing at the beginning of our relationship is you guys need to give each other's time to cool off. Because if you don't, it's like his metaphor, all you're doing is keep shaking that bottle. That's all you're doing. You're not getting anywhere. And when you guys are calm and you have calm minds and calm thoughts, you're able to communicate what you actually want to say better than if you're just angry and you're just like,
Terrible.
Sorry. But that's the most important thing is like after fights, like you guys really need to like sit down, communicate, and I'm pretty sure everyone knows this already, but what is it? What's the saying like about bed? Even after a fight?
Oh, even after any argument, you still need to go to bed with that person. But the other half of communication is knowing when to communicate certain things.
Yeah.
For instance, when me and Rachel first started dating, half of the conversations, to my absolute dismay and regret, was about previous relationships. And what that did is we would get angry about how many people we dated, what happened in those relationships,
Body count.
all kinds of stuff that was really unnecessary at the time because we were really getting to know each other. When that person's ready, they'll ask. And if you aren't ready to tell, say so.
So our fifth and final point for this video, because we do not want to make it super duper long, and also we're not relationship advisors or hitchers, because the movie Hitch. Get it?
Okay, the correct terminology would have been like a relationship guru, but we're gonna leave it alone. I mean, Will Smith is always a good reference.
If you guys have not seen the movie Hitch, go watch it.
There's no one in this world who hasn't seen that movie.
Anyway, so number 5 is finances. And this, if you do not know, currently right now, do not quote me on this, but when I started college, which was in 2014, at the time in 2014, the divorce rate in America was 51%. So over half of marriages end in divorce, and that was in 2014. I don't know if it's gone higher, if it's lower.
It's definitely gone higher
Now, but, and majority of that percentage is not when they have divorced, it's because of financial stress. Me and Andre, we're kind of on different levels
we are on, when it comes to finances, we're on two opposite sides of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Two very, very opposite sides.
I'm the spender, he's the conservative.
Yes, I
the
can
conserver.
I'm a minimalist. Even though me and her make different amounts, we split all the bills evenly.
And that's very important as well. Like in my opinion, we have other friends on both sides. If they're living with their significant other, we find it weird that people don't do it our way, and maybe it's just us, but we literally split all of our household expenses down the middle. Like it doesn't matter. It's not like, oh, okay, you take this bill and I take this bill. We literally split everything, but our things that we bought ourselves, like our vehicles, are separate because my car is what, 300 more than yours? With insurance and everything?
Yeah, just about $300 or $400 more.
So, yeah, my car is about $300 to $400 more expensive than Andre's. And I don't feel like that's fair to him if we split that. Because in my opinion, that was my purchase. I decided to make it. I could have gotten a cheaper car. And it's not that it's his car. So, for those types of things, that would be something that we do not split, as well as our credit card bills. Like, whatever purchases that I make on my credit cards does not affect Andre. And I think it's also very important as well, like, as a couple, and even as husband and wife, you should be able to lean on that person financially. Like when it comes to finances, if you guys are like penny for penny towards each other, like you're always going, I don't know, I just don't feel like that's how a relationship should be.
It goes from doing things because you want to doing things because you have to. That's going to be the final point for the video, is really appreciate what your partner does. The grass is always greener on the other side, but when you take the time to water your own plants and take out the weeds in your own grass and your own garden, you're going to have as beautiful garden as anyone could ever imagine. And those metaphorical lawns that you wish you could be in are looking at you like, holy shit, why isn't my garden filled with so many nice things? And that's because you've poured love and affection into it versus just seeing the nice girl and saying, oh man, I'm gonna go to in my mind, it's the next best thing. And then, 2 dates later, I'm like, crap, I left such an amazing relationship for, 30 seconds? Let's be real. It's not that short. Just an example. But
I'll tell you, it's not that short.
that was awkward. However, it's highly awkward. But yeah, so don't. If you have something good, know that you have something good. Know that just like every other thing in life, things take time to blossom. It's okay.
But we hope you guys liked this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked our relationship advice, or give it a thumbs down. Maybe we fucking suck.
How about we leave it at this? If you liked the video, subscribe. If you didn't, leave a comment. Let us know why. Give us your thoughts and opinions. Maybe there's something that we didn't hit, and the other viewers might like your opinion more.
Maybe. Or just put maybe something else that you think that it's important to you to add to a relationship.
Right. And then if anything, if you guys want more videos, just hit that notification button, become part of the squad, and as soon as we put up new videos, you'll be the first to know.
See you guys next week.
Bye.
Zelda, please do not mess up our lighting equipment. He's very ugly.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
It's too much booty in the pants. Dan, it's too much booty in the pants. What if this whole time I wasn't recording? Oh, just kidding, we are. Stop killing him! Ah, life alert! Help him! Whoa, stop it! Too much dogs!
Okay,
this is our third baby. His name is Stitch. If you guys did not see last week's video, always, Zelda, this is not a chew toy. If you guys did not see last week's video, she's still chewing on Stitch.
Hey, this is not a chew toy.
Oh my God, she's stealing Stitch.
Well, put down the other chew toy.
No, he's not a chew toy.
Let them go play.
Okay, go play, buddy. He's like, please do not put me down.
Just roommates.
Yeah, just roommates. Fuck buddy roommates. All right, let's break up.
Children are gonna watch this.
Just kidding.
Actually, use a budgeting app called YNAB. W-Y. Wow,
W-X-Y-Z
Apparently.
A-B-C. So the other part about... We going.
Okay.
We going. You can't leave me.
Oh my
I
goodness.
love you too much.
You have a video to finish.
Take kiss.
Okay.
That was good, baby.